Students, welcome once again to discuss lis106 called Foundation of Library of Information and Services. My name still remains Lucy Ndidamaka, and equally the facilitator of this course. Last week we treated lesson 1 called The Concept and Importance of Library. This week we shall be treating lesson 2 called Writing and Writing Materials in the Library. In the objective of this course, we shall be able to look into the difference between writing and writing materials, difference between paper and books, and equally enumerate the parts of the books and the functions. Stay tuned. Hello, my dear students and my wonderful students. You can remember that in our last lecture we learned about the concept of library and importance of library. Library is an organized collection of books, periodicals, reference materials, and documents, newspapers, audiovisual materials kept and organized for people to read or borrow. In this course, the objectives we are treating today is for us to differentiate between writing and writing materials and give examples of each. Able to differentiate between paper and book in the library, and able to enumerate and discuss parts of books. There are two important inventions in the history of education, especially the paper, which gave birth to books. It would have been very difficult to record events without writing materials. So subsequently, there could be no books if there are no writing materials, and there will be no physical libraries if there are no books. Communication of ideas could have been done in a snail's speed because only personal contact could have been used. Knowledge could have been stagnated in small communities. Language could have been localized if there were no alphabets and writing materials to disseminate it. Now let us take it one after the other. What is writing materials? Writing materials simply means is seen or simply means an image in displaying spoken words. A typical example is what we can see in this picture. Example is a calligraphic words or writing of the Japanese, which is a symbol that represents a spoken words. Another one, when we talk of writing material, what do we mean? Writing material simply means tools or interface, you can call it a medium, through which writing can take place. Example of these writing materials are books and equally paper. Looking at this picture here, the writing material looks like this digestive biscuit, but it's not. It's one of the examples. Other materials in the ancient days are bamboo trees, tortoise shell, bone, silk, linen, and presently, in this modern time, we use pen, biros, among others. Now, how can we differentiate between paper and the books? We say that a paper simply means a collection of fibers isolated from wood or other plant materials by the operation. Equally, paper is made from fibers, and fiber itself is a tri-like structure that found in plants. According to the Webster Dictionary, it refers paper as one of the filaments composing most of the intercellular matrix of connective tissues, a slender and greatly elongated natural or synthetic filament. Example, wood, cotton, asbestos, gold, glass, or rain. Now, looking at the picture there, we need to understand the origin of paper as a writing material. The origin of paper started from that fiber, as we discussed, which gave rise to book, and from book to other sources. Now, we want to understand the definition or the concept of book. What is book? A book simply means a combination of a collection of leaves of paper, parchment, vellum, clothes, or other materials, written, printed, or blank, fastened together along one edge with or without a protective case or cover. As you can see in the picture below, this is a book with a lot of a lot of paper put together and gold at the edge that gives it what it is for being a book. Now, a book can equally refer to a set of printed papers produced into a series of transformation of manuscripts. Now, the third aspect is to enumerate the parts of the books and gives it meaning. Most of us have been handling books, but we don't know the parts of these books. And it is quite well and good that we should know the parts of the books for us not to be embarrassed in the society. Now, you can see there are many types of many parts of books, as you can see in the diagram. One, there are five main parts of books: cover jacket, the binding, the preliminary pages, the text, the auxiliary or reference pages. We are taking it one after the other. The cover jacket. What is the cover jacket? The cover jacket simply means the part of book that is left out among early writers on parts of a book. It covers the book and gives it a protective measures. What are the functions of this cover jacket? One is that it helps in attraction. It can also help the book to stay longer and be strong. It can also help to withstand pressure, among others. Then the book jacket contains some information. As you also can see in the drawing, some of them are back cover, the back cover, which contains the title of the book, the authors, the edition of the book, the publisher of the book, international standard book numbers, and the barcode of the book. Equally at the back is the biography of the author. These are the things you see on the body of this cover jacket. Then we are taking number 2, which is the binding. What is binding? Binding of book simply means a part of book that holds the leaves together. You know, we said that the books is made up of papers. So these papers now are being joined or hold together to make a book. So it is the art of binding that makes it to become that book. Without binding, it will scattered. And this binding covers the book front and back. It is either sewn or stitched or glued together at the edge called spine. There are 2 types of binding. It can be paper binding or equally hard copy binding. Preferably in the library, we make use of hardcover binding for it last longer, and of course, it costs more. The front cover of the binding has the following: the title of the book and the author. The back of the title also have the author brief biography. The spine of the book has the title, the surname of the author, and the logo of the publisher. Now, coming to the third one, which is the preliminary pages. What are the preliminary pages? The preliminary pages are those pages that are preceded the main text of the books. These preliminary pages can be namely the fly list, the half title page, front piece, title page, copyright page, dedication page, preface, table of content, list of illustration page, and among others. What is a flying page? A fly list. These fly lists are blank pages next to the end papers. The half title page is a page before the title page. The front piece is an illustration in picture or graphs or even in letters. It is most commonly found in biographical works, in which is usually the picture of the biography. The title page stands out in a book as the most important page for the catalogers during the cataloging and classification of materials in the library. That is the page the catalogers consult for cataloging. It gives a lot of things in that title page. In that title page, you can get the title of the book, the subtitle of the book, the author's name, the editor's name, illustrators, name of the person, the edition of the book, imprint, the logo of the publisher and publisher's name. Included the copyright, the dedication page, and equally the preface and the table of contents. Now, we are coming to number 4. The number 4 is the text. What is the text? After the primary pages, we get the text. The text is the main body of the book, and it's made up of it's only an expansion of the table of contents, definition, explanation, teaching, and expression of ideas done by the author or the editor of the book. Now, the fifth one is the auxiliary or reference pages. What are the auxiliary pages, my dear students? The auxiliary pages involves appendix, bibliography, glossary, and index. We can pick it one after the other. What is appendix? Many of us must have seen it. It always come towards the end of the main text, and it is referred to or explained in the body of the book. These appendices are being a dictionary to the work that lists and explains or defines most technical terms not explained in the body of a book. An index is a list of topics discussed in the text, arranged alphabetically with page references for quick reference by the user of the book. In summary, in conclusion, or in summary, at the end of this course, we can see, my dear student, that we've learned the difference between writing and writing materials, difference between paper and books, and also we are able to list the parts of books and explain them. I am so happy, my wonderful students. Kudos to you, my dear students. You are simply the best. This topic has been an interesting and educating lesson for me, and I strongly believe that you enjoy the topic equally. In the next topic, we shall be discussing the types of library and its meaning. Shalom. Goodbye to you all. Thanks.